high ticket niches that desperately need online marketing help in 2020. What's up, guys? My name is Jordan, and I've been able to build a six-figure digital marketing agency in less than 12 months, all from my bedroom without any experience or credibility. This channel is all about giving back, sharing my knowledge, struggles, mistakes that I've learned along my journey, and I'm passing all that back to you so that way you can learn how to exponentially grow your marketing agency, whether you are just getting started or if you already you've already been running a marketing agency and you're looking to, for different methods and strategies to grow. In this video, I'm going to be talking about some of the high ticket niches that are going to need your marketing help in the year of 2020. I know that a lot of you guys, I think one of the biggest issues is finding the right niche, right? We all know that we need to find that niche. That way we can replicate results and things like that, right? You don't want to work with a whole bunch of different niches just because then you have to build different systems, figure out different ways to make sure you are providing the best results for each niche. So that's why it's so important to make sure you niche down. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the best niches for you to go after. I see a lot of people who complain about, businesses aren't, I think one of the biggest complaints I see is that, businesses aren't willing to pay X amount of dollars for my services, and they're not willing to pay X amount of dollars to market for their business. And the reason why you're running into those issues is because you're probably not going after high ticket niches. You're not going after affluent clients. And what that means is these are people who have money to pay for your services. If you're going out and you're, trying to get, a local mom and pop restaurant to pay you $1,500 for your services and then another $1,500 to run ads, that's $3,000, and that is very tough on any local mom and pop shop and for most local businesses as well. It's a tough thing to do. So I'm going to be teaching you to go after affluent clients. I've taken a lot of courses. I've heard a lot of gurus who shared information on YouTube, and they'll tell you to go after these clients that aren't going to be able to pay for your services. All right. So nonetheless, let's go ahead and hop right into our first high ticket client. Oh, this is not the first high ticket client. Sorry about that. So any business that offers some kind of free consultation, evaluation, or estimate are all good affluent niches. Okay. So, these are contractors, anyone, doctors, cosmetic surgeons and things like that. Anyone that offers some type of free consultation, free evaluation, free estimate. These are all, good affluent niches to go after, good affluent clients to target. And the reason for this is because the reason why these clients are giving out free consultations, free evaluations, free estimates is because their customer value is probably worth a lot. So for example, if you are charging $3,000 total for your services and for marketing to a restaurant, and let's say you do get them new, customers. Well, each customer, one new customer for them is probably worth anywhere from $40 to $50, right? It may be worth more as far as long-term value, lifetime value of a customer, but in order for a business to pay you month after month, they got to be able to see a big profit margin. So that way they could, they got to be able to have some type of return on investment. That way they can have that money to continue paying you for your services. Now, if you're going after, let's say, a cosmetic surgeon who, I don't know, he does cosmetics, right? And he charges a new customer to him is maybe worth, $2,500, $3,000. And if you are charging $3,000, he only needs 2 new customers each month for him to be in the profit zone, right? So that is the power of going after affluent clients and not going for, smaller value, customer value, I guess. All right. So the first niche that I'm going to go into here is commercial, and I'm going to try to stay out your guys' way. Let's see here. I'm gonna put myself right over here. Number one is commercial residential cleaning companies. The reason for this is because they already advertise on Google. That means we know that they are, willing to spend money on ads. Most of these websites, they don't retarget at website visitors, so that means they don't have any type of Facebook pixel. They don't have someone that can implement this stuff for them to be able to retarget their audience who is visiting their websites. Their services are based on long-term contracts, so this creates a high customer lifetime value. So every time they are getting a new customer, so you know, their customer, their client, these are big residential companies, so they're gonna do long-term contracts, and it's gonna be worth a lot to these businesses. So one of the main things that you could sell to them is that for them differentiation is important or in order for them to command premium pricing. So that's where you come in. You're going to help them differentiate them from every other cleaning company. All right, number two we have here is IT support companies. So they also advertise on Google. Most of them don't retarget website visitors. And they have high ticket project fees. So every time they get a new client, IT support is worth a lot. I don't know how much it's worth. I've never worked with IT support companies, but I know that they do charge a lot to set up the whole thing. So making sure that, companies and businesses aren't getting hacked. They're not losing their information. There's, there's a lot that goes into that. So high ticket project fees with IT support companies, and they respond well to exclusivity to stay competitive. So if you tell them you're not working with any other IT support companies, you are the go-to guy when it comes to IT support advertising. You know what you're doing, and you're only going to be working with them and making sure that they are competitive with everybody else. And so that's going to do very well with this particular niche. Number three, we have trade schools, vocational colleges. So every time I'm on the radio, maybe commercials are coming up, and you always see, go to the chef school, go to tech school. It's schools that are, they specialize in teaching one skill. So they already advertise on Google. There's beauty school, chef school. These are specialty schools teaching you a very specific skill. Most of these niches aren't going to retarget website visitors just because they don't know how to implement Facebook pixels. They don't know how to implement Google Analytics and things like that. So that's where you can come in. And this is a good niche because the cost of attendance and the lifetime value is high. So every time you are getting, them a new student, that's worth thousands of dollars, that is worth a lot to them. And then the lifetime value is high is because they're going to recommend their friends, who are looking for schools or that are looking for the same field. So referrals and recommendations, them just, representing that school, that's going to create a high lifetime value of that student. It's a hyper competitive niche because all schools are trying to recruit students to come. So it's very competitive. And if, you tell these schools that what you're doing as far as Google ads, Facebook ads, and it's going to differentiate them from their competitors because their competitors obviously don't know how to run ads and things like that. And if you're able to come in and provide that service, then it's going to be very helpful to these schools. And you could tell them your value, the cost of attendance per student, the lifetime value per student, that you're able to, every time you're able to bring them a new student, it's worth a lot, and that's going to justify your value to them. And that's how you're going to be able to charge your premium pricing as well. Number four here, we have swimming pool builders. Advertise on Google. Most don't retarget website visitors. Their marketing tends to lack visual appeal, so they don't have any good photos or good videos. Now, most of these businesses that you do, reach out to, contact, or target, most business, this whole Facebook ads, Google ads, landing page stuff, it's still relatively new as far as, like the internet era. And even then, even for the people who have been running Google ads or Facebook ads, social media platforms are constantly changing. Platforms are changing. How you advertise is changing. Good photos, good videos is constantly changing. The best methods as far as photos and videos, everything is constantly changing, right? So if you're able to come in and introduce them to something new, something different that's going to give them that competitive edge and help them make more money, you're it's going to be an easy sell for you. It's that simple. If you know what you're doing, you know what you're talking about, then these niches is these clients is going to be it's a no-brainer for them pretty much. These are going to be super high ticket, because it's worth about $30,000 for a brand new swimming pool. I mean, these guys are going in, they have to dig up dirt, dig up cement. They got to do a whole lot. They got to change everything out, and they got to install all these stuff to make sure the swimming pool is nice, it's working properly, and things like that, right? So, I mean, these are very high ticket clients for these people, for swimming pool builders. So if you're able to come in and you can just get them, one new client, that's tens of thousands of dollars worth of clients for them. And so you can still justify your value. You can charge a whole lot for your services if you know what you're doing, and you can get swimming pool builders some new clients. Number 5, wealth management firms and financial advisors. So they already advertise in Google. They don't retarget website visitors. I should probably add that, most don't have Facebook pixels, and they also don't have Google Analytics installed. They struggle with differentiations. They struggle with differentiation because there's so many banks, so many different banks, so many different management firms. There's a ton of financial advisors out there. They're looking for new clients and things like that. So it's tough for people like us to find out who is the best. Which financial advisor can I trust? Because this is a very sensitive topic where people have to share their income, their financial goals, what they plan on doing financially, what they want to invest in, and things like that. And so this is a very sensitive topic, and it's very hard for someone like us to trust someone with our finances, right? Our money. This is very important. We work very hard for our money, so it only makes sense that we find someone that we can trust. So if you can help wealth management firms, financial advisors differentiate themselves and make somehow they are a well-known company, or somehow they are the most trusted company, then you're going to be able to get them new clients. And their clients have a very high lifetime value, because when you trust a financial advisor or someone with your finances, it's very likely that you're going to be with them for a very long time if they're doing a good job, right? If they're trustworthy and things like that. And that goes back to how you should pick and choose your clients as well. You want to make sure that you are working with clients who have integrity, good morals, and most importantly, they do a good job, right? If they're able to provide a good service that actually benefits their clients, then you shouldn't have any problems, right? If you're working with clients who don't have those things, then you're gonna be running into some trouble yourself with these clients. So make sure you are providing your service to people that you believe in. Don't just market and advertise for people who you don't really believe in their services, or you don't really think their services are beneficial, or you don't really think that they're good at what they do. So that's really important as well when you're picking and choosing your clients. You don't have to say yes to everybody that is interested in your services. Number 6 here, we have cybersecurity consultant and companies advertising Google. There's a growing concern with online security, so the demand for their services are very high. They're not marketers, so most don't retarget website visitors. I mean, most of these companies aren't marketers, right? They specialize in one thing. They went to school. They learn how to do one thing, and they don't want to learn how to market for their companies, or they don't know how, and they're going to need some help with that. It is becoming increasingly competitive due to the demand. So online marketing is very heavily needed in this space. And it's so important because, we have so much of our data is online now, right? Most of these companies, they're taking their businesses online. They're storing files, they're storing very sensitive information, and everything, online. So it's very important to these companies that they don't get hacked. They don't, somehow get these data information stolen. So they're gonna need your help. They need your help, or they need these clients' help. So they're gonna need your help these clients are gonna need your help as far as that. So these people have a lot of potential in getting new clients. They just need someone to help them advertise. Number 7, we have commercial pest control. So most commercial, anything commercial is going to be long-term value. It's going to be very long-term contracts, just because it's a commercial company. They advertise on Google. Most don't retarget website visitors. High customer lifetime value, long-term contracts. So commercial pest control, that's something you can look into as well. There's just so many niches to go after, guys. You don't have to go after a specific niche where that everybody else is going after. Okay. Number 8, we have website design companies. Advertise on Google. Few retarget website visitors. They're great at website design, but they're not so great at marketing. So high ticket and lifetime value of clients, right? That's pretty self-explanatory. I'm not gonna go too deep into this one. But as far as this, these website design companies, great websites, don't know how to market their company. Number 9. Number 9 is a pretty popular niche, I would say. Solar panel companies, solar companies. This is I see a lot of marketers go after this just because the value that you can bring to these companies is very high. So that means you can charge a lot for them. Solar panel companies, a new client for them is worth a lot of money. And their clients is under a very long contract, 10+ year contracts, as you can see here. So if you can get them just one new client, it's worth a whole lot. So they already advertise on Google. Most of them retarget website visitors. They have a very high ticket and lifetime value, customer value, 10+ years contracts. It's an emerging trend and becoming competitive, so they need help with online marketing. I've seen a lot of marketers go after solar companies, so that's definitely something to look into. And the reason for it is because people are just trying to save money. I guess we have access to these resources, so people are going to try to take advantage of that, and they're going to look into solar systems. You can see Tesla, a lot of solar vehicles coming out. I guess solar vehicles are going to start coming out. A lot of electric cars are coming out. So people are just trying to look for more economical ways to save money and things like that. So this is definitely a good niche for you to look into. Number 10. So number 10, they offer, first of all, they are roofing gutter contractors. They offer free estimate and things like that. They'll come to their customer's house, they'll look, and they'll see what their customer needs, and then they'll give that free estimate. So they are great clients to go after. They advertise on Google. Most of them don't know how to advertise. Most of these companies that says they advertise on Google, they already advertise on Google. However, they are not doing it the best way. So if you do know how to run Google ads, or if you want to learn how to run Google ads, that's something definitely my course teach. And so if you're able to learn how to run Google ads, then, they're already running Google ads. They're probably not getting great results. All you need to do is get that money, and the money that they're already spending, and spend that with you. And you're able to charge for your services and get them way much better results than they're already getting right now. It's a very hyper competitive space, and they need help with differentiation because there's so many roofers out there, so many contractors out there that are looking for jobs. So if you're able to come with them and let them know that, hey, I'm very good at this Google ad stuff, I can definitely get you in the top of the page every single time. Whatever it is that's going to help them get new clients, new customers, they're going to be all for it, because one new job for them is worth tens of thousands of dollars. It's worth a whole lot to them. So if you can help them out with that, they're gonna be more than happy to pay you for your services. Number 11 is specialty lawyers. Specialty lawyers is basically lawyers that just specialize in a very specific part of the law. That's all that is to it. They already advertise on Google. They advertise a whole lot, actually. They advertise on billboards, commercials, radio. Everywhere you go, you're probably seen some type of law firm advertising somewhere. And these some firms, they have huge marketing budgets. I'm talking hundreds of thousands of dollars. All you need to do is come to them and show them that your value and what you can do for them, and how they can get a better return on their investment. So they rarely retarget website visitors, and the reason for this is because a lot of the older attorney generation, a lot of the older generation who are lawyers and attorneys, they don't really believe in marketing. They believe in just natural, organic ways, because they believe that if they are a good lawyer, they don't need to do a lot of advertising and marketing to get new clients. So if so there's a stigma with that, but if you are able to come in and show them some results, some value that you can come to them, then they're probably going to be willing to be open to getting to growing their law firm, because who doesn't want to make more money, right? Um, but the great thing about these lawyers is that they're always open to new ideas. So even though they might, I know with lawyers and attorneys, they have a lot of bad experiences with marketers in the past, so that's why they kind of stay away from marketers. But if you're able to show them some type of value, and you're the person for this job, then they're gonna be open to listening to you, and your ideas about that. They struggle with differentiation because it is a highly competitive space. This is very true because there's so many law firms out there, and it's very hard for someone like us to find a lawyer or attorney that we can trust to represent us whenever we are in trouble or whenever we need that. Number 12 here, we have luxury kitchen and bath design remodelers. I mean, this is huge jobs, right? These are very big jobs. They definitely already advertise on Google and probably various areas. They have very big budgets because one new job to them is worth a lot. Rarely retarget website visitors. They are open to new creative marketing ideas, and they are also in need for video marketing. So if that's something that you offer, this is a great niche to go into, just because they're looking for people who can help them take great photos, take good aesthetic marketing videos and things like that. So this is a very good niche as well if you're looking for some of that. It's a highly competitive space, so they need help with online marketing. If you can help them differentiate themselves from their competitors and get their company in front of the right eyeballs, then it's a great niche to go after, because one job is worth a whole lot. Number 13 here, we have spas and anti-aging clinics. So these are more of the cosmetic space. So anything with cosmetic is worth a lot. They advertise on Google, anti-aging doctors, or pretty much a lot of these cosmetic doctors there are advertising on Google. They don't know how to retarget website visitors. So, go in there and let them know how to do that. They're open to new creative marketing ideas and in need of video marketing. They have high ticket customers and lifetime value clients. So most Facebook ads, Google ads, and things like that, all of this is still relatively new. Video marketing, taking good photos, all this stuff is still relatively new. And if you can come in and show them that what you're doing, you as a millennial, whatever you are, how to do marketing, what good aesthetics look like, and you can prove that to them, then they're going to be willing to bring you in. So they're always open to new ideas, to finding ways to differentiate themselves from other companies. That's why most of these companies, they actually hire influencers to come in and things like that. They'll hire influencers in the fashion space and things like that to come in and try out their products, and then give them a shout out and things like that. So if you can let them know that you can offer these things, and they get and sell yourself, then they'll definitely be more willing to hop on board with you. High ticket customers, these anti-aging cosmetic stuff, people love, right? People always want to look young. People always want to look good, look their best. So, it's very high ticket customers, lifetime value. They're going to be referring their friends, recommend their friends if these doctors are doing a good job. So this is a really good niche to go after. I've seen a lot of marketers go into this space as well. Number 14, I believe, is another good niche. I mean, all these niches are pretty good, but this is another popular niche I've seen a lot of marketers go after, is dentists. They do a lot of advertising. They're advertising on Google. Most don't know what they're doing. So, if you know how to run Google ads, and if you want to learn how Google ads, that's something I teach, and you're able to go in there and get them some results, oh man, they're going to love you. They rarely retarget. They need new creative online marketing ideas, because most dentists don't know what they're doing as far as Google ads, Facebook ads, or any kind of ads. They don't know what Instagram ads, they don't, even if it's like social media management, right? If you can provide them great photos, great videos, they're going to be open to it, because they need to differentiate themselves. There's so many dentists out there. high paying. These are high paying. They have high paying customers, high lifetime value clients, just because these customers are gonna keep coming back um, for whether it's teeth cleaning or whatever it is, recommendations, referrals. But one new customer to them, as far as getting an implant, veneers, etc., it's worth about $2,000 on average, right? So it's worth anywhere from 2,000 and up. And if that's you can get them one new client, you can justify your value and the lifetime value of these clients. So that's dentist is another great niche. If I've seen a lot of marketers go after this niche, and that's something something you are interested in, you can definitely look into hopping into that niche. So this is the end of my video. I hope you guys were learned a lot, right? So I want you to comment below in the comment section what would be your favorite niche to start marketing for. Were there any niches in this presentation that you liked the best, or you plan on marketing for, or maybe you are already doing a niche. I want to know what niche you're doing, right? There's some niches I might have not covered in this presentation. There's a ton of niches out there. I wanted this video to share that there are a ton of niches out there for you to go after. You don't have to go after the same niche as everybody else. So I want you to like this video if this video is helpful. Make sure you subscribe if you would like to learn more about how to exponentially grow your digital marketing agency. Like I said, I've been able to grow my agency off from this bedroom right here in less than 12 months without any experience or credibility. Running out of breath here. Sorry, guys. But I really appreciate you guys watching my video. And I'll see you on the next video. All right? Peace.